All right, what's going on, people? This is your boy Thano. You're watching Thano at Ready, Set, Game On. We're chilling here with your man Rocco, and we're going to do an informative video, basically talking about ranking up your character, making as much money as possible. You're maximizing your in-game profits, your fun, while minimizing the use of real time and real dollars. But the one thing we're going to address before we even get into that is video game addiction or internet addiction, digital addiction. It's a very serious problem in this day and age. You want to be mindful of that. You don't want to be sitting down playing a video game for 10 hours. That's crazy. Now, you're watching this on Instagram. Full video will be on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and you can access those three platforms via my website. Just click the link in the bio here on Instagram, and it'll shoot you right over to my website. When you get there, click on the Gamer tab, and it'll give you access to those three platforms. Advancing your character in this game, pretty simple process. There's two different methods of doing it, and I want to talk about that. My advice is the way that I did it. I find it to be the best way to do it, but some people have different methods, and we'll break all of that down, right? So I think I covered all of the intro stuff. Let's dive right into this. First things first. Rocco here's about 133. He started out right before the casino drop. He ranked up pretty quick. So the way I ranked him up pretty quick is I got a starter pack. Now, we're going to start somewhere else with this advice video. A lot of people are anti-starter pack. The reason I don't have a problem with starter packs is because you pay to play, right? Back in the days, you used to go to an arcade. What did you do? You paid money to play the games. Now you have the arcade literally sitting right in your studio, your living room. In my case, is a studio. Most of the time, I am AFK. He is somewhere inside of a facility, one of the apartments. He has a lot of property. We scroll down here. You can see he has a lot of apartments, right, including to the casino penthouse over here. So, and then he's got like he's got a lot of places, a lot of property. He's inside somewhere doing this. AFK. The reason why I'm AFK is because I'm a very busy person. I'm an audio engineer. I'm a musician. I shouldn't say I'm a vocalist. Right? I'm a vocalist. I'm not. I can play piano, but I wouldn't consider myself a pianist or whatever. I am a vocalist. That's what I do. I write music and I write songs and I sing them. Right? And I'm an audio engineer. I'm a father and I work and I go to school. So I'm a very busy person. But a lot of my work I do right out of my studio. So most of the time you see Rocco, he'll be doing this. If I'm in a lobby with you, my gamer tag is THANIO, just straight Thano. If you see me and I'm in passive mode, I'm probably somewhere outside of an apartment doing this. I'm AFKing because I'm busy working in the studio. Send me a message. I'll reply to your message when I get back to the game, but I will be playing at some point. But anyway, all of that aside, let's get into the advice portion of this video. I hope I'm not boring you guys. First things first, guys that are coming into the game that are not getting starter packs and you're just raw dogging it, you coming in and you want to make yourself a asset. You want to make yourself an asset to advanced gamers. Why? Because these people will hire you. So what I have over here is an Akuma. This thing costs about $9,000. It's one of the fastest bikes in the game, one of the fastest vehicles. It's not as fast as some of the more advanced. Hold on. It's not as fast as some of the more advanced vehicles, but you get yourself this bike, you learn how to maneuver it, you get it, learn how to wheelie it, jump it, and tight turns and all that stuff. Make yourself an asset to other players in the game. Why? Because someone is going to hire you to work in their motorcycle club. If you guys are on bikes, you're going to need to be able to move around. So 2 vehicles you're going to need first starting out. You're going to need yourself a nice little Akuma, and you're going to need yourself a Duke of Death. If you're a returning player, you'll have access to the Duke of Death absolutely free. So you want to get one of those. Get those 2 vehicles and start grinding. Now, I started out in a different way, but if you're starting out from scratch, that would be my advice. Get yourself a Duke of Death and get yourself an Akuma, that bike right there. Weapon wheel is the next thing we're going to discuss. Weapon wheel. This is what your weapon wheel should look like. You need to master all of these. Oh, you're not going to have access to that. You will have this, though. So master the use of all of these. You can use this while on a bike, right? This really does level out the playing field once you learn how to aim that thing right. That's a grenade launcher, right? You can have access to this right in the beginning of the game. You want to get that. This is what your weapon wheel will look like, except for this. Yeah, your weapon wheel, you want to have all of these weapons. in your weapon wheel, right? You want to have something for melee attacks because somebody will probably run up on you and try to melee attack you just because of the fact that you're such a low ranking person, you know. So you want to have that on, you know, on deck too. Classic mistake that a lot of you guys are making in game is you're hugging corners and you're popping out to shoot. Do not do that. You know why you shouldn't do that? Because and if someone like me, this rank over 100, is going to have an RPG and they're just going to do this. At least that's what I would do. I'm just going to blow up the corner. Don't do it. Stop hugging corners. All right. Next thing, as far as starting out from scratch, you want to take advantage of as many possibilities as you can when you're working with other people. Stay close to them. Learn as much as you can. The reason why I say stay close to them is because you're going to get RP from just being in close proximity to whoever you're working with. So if you're the lowest guy on the totem pole, get closest to the main guy. Stay close, you know what I mean? Stay as close to your other players as possible. You know, and ride in the same cars with them. Stay, you know, close up on them. And when you're working with these guys, you got to go hard, bro. Get in there. You know, be the first to take out the targets. Get in there and do some serious damage. This is a good machine gun right here, right? You have access to this right at the bat. But the thing is, you want to be close with this. Now, you can hit somebody from long range, but you got to understand it's not like the AP pistol. The AP pistol, listen, if you're shooting at somebody that has this AP pistol, right, this AP pistol is going to do a ton more damage than this machine gun. If somebody has an AP pistol, you want to have an up and atomizer, right? Your up and atomizer is going to be the level. This is going to level the playing field. If somebody's using Mark II rifles, you know, on you and all of that, these things are going to hit harder than your bullets. So this is one big mistake I see a lot of you new guys making is you're trying to fight with these guys that's higher ranking, and what you don't realize is these dudes are shooting with explosive rounds and everything else. I'm going to show you another thing you're going to be not too happy to run into. The Oppressor Mark II. Now, I have two Oppressor Mark IIs, as you probably, well, I don't know, you probably didn't notice. I have two Oppressor Mark IIs. I have one that has explosive rounds, and I have one that has homing missiles. The one I just called is the one with the explosive rounds. Homing missiles is basically going to work just like a homing launcher. You just lock on you wherever you at and just take you out. Now, I like this one. I use the homing missiles as well, but I like this one just because it just does a lot more damage than the homing missiles. Right? You see that? That was 2 shots. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's unlimited, basically. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I like to use this one. Anyway, let me get off this thing so we can finish this. My nose is like running like crazy right now. Anyway, so yeah, you want to be mindful of this. Up and atomizer is good for the Oppressor Mark II. You can knock them right off of the Oppressor Mark II with that. So you want to, you know, practice your aim with this, you know, and really master that, and you do some serious damage with this, right? You could hurt a lot of egos with that. Being a low ranker, knocking these guys off the Oppressor Mark II with this thing, yeah, you want to do that. So now all of that aside, that's if you guys are starting out from scratch. If you're like me, you're starting out with a starter pack. Let me show you everything that came in the starter pack. Everything that came in my starter pack. Now I got the, let me get off of this. I got the most expensive starter pack that you can get, right? So we're going to look at that real quick. I'm going to show you where the businesses are located on the map.